2 minutes downside 9 a.m. Wherever you are, wherever you are listening to us, this is Nigeria's first business radio station, IBR 92.5 FM. And just as we rightly told you when we started transmissions of the program today, that today is World Post Day. And what is World Post Day? Is it just for us to go and dump our letters, our parcel, our packages, the post office and feel, what is that area postmaster? Today, let's get it started. If you don't know that the post office still exists, then you better get to know very, very well. The Nigerian Postal Service here in Ibadan is functioning, but we will hear from the horse's mouth themselves this morning. And with us today is the area postal manager in person of Mrs. Ajayi Tayo. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing today?
Well, thank God.
And we'd like to say congratulations to you all on this great occasion.
Thank you so much.
Now, she's not here alone. Also, we have the public relations officer of the Nigerian Postal Service right here with us, Mr. Osuji Emmanuel. My brother, how you doing?
Fine.
Thank you very much for coming. And let's quickly get to the program. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Rise and Shine on Nigeria's first business radio, IBR 92.5 FM stereo. My name is TD, and also my sweet sensational sweetheart is here. All right, quickly. Today is World Post Day. What is the significance of this day? Mrs. Ajayi, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Today is very significant to the post, throughout the whole world. We have postal administrations in all countries of the world. And all these postal administrations, we discovered that, on the 9th of October of every year, we celebrate our anniversary.
Right.
That anniversary, under the umbrella of the Universal Postal Union, we all gather together today throughout the whole world and celebrate and mark the World Post Day, as we call it. In Nigeria here, the Nigerian Postal Service, most people think, whether we are not even existing, but we discovered that, all along, NIPOS has been bouncing. But the only problem we have, with the population of this country is that the issue of NITEL and NIPOS, the defunct, P&T, has been the issue. The P&T was in existence, and that housed the NITEL and the NIPOS. And as at 1985, it was splitted, and each one has its own administration.
Right.
But not long ago, we discovered that NITEL, is no longer existing. And people now thought that because NITEL is not there, so NIPOS will not be there. Not knowing that we are there, we are existing, we are bouncing, we are transacting businesses, with all our customers, and various types of services are going on. Even if we read, the paper of today, the Director General also said it, that the only thing the post needs is innovation, integration, and inclusion.
Okay.
When we include a lot of diverse products into our services, it makes it going on. And with the development of technologies, we discover that what we used to to do then, more products have been added. For people to be satisfied with the services we are giving to them.
Okay.
Without development, without advancement, without moving further, it seems as if the organization is no longer there. And that is why we have included a lot of services. We have moved forward. We are no longer standing or existing as a result of posting of letters alone. It's not only the post of letters, we have other products are merged. So we thank God that the parcels is really existing. People are sending parcels. There are inbound, that is those ones that are coming in, and there are outbound, those ones that are going out of the country. People are sending parcels to outside the country to make money in Nigeria. People, who uses this, they know what they have gained so far. And it is the post that they use NIPOS. And we discovered that even most of the inbound, most people are, ordering for their goods online now because of the technological advancement.
Yeah.
And we discovered that more of these are coming in. This one is different from just posting of letters. Okay. Yes, these ones are coming in en masse. So, and that is what's really keeping the post, going. We have a lot, to cover. We have what we even call logistics. apart from the issue of parcel, we have logistics. This logistics has to do with, people that are moving from one place to another.
Okay.
We have people going on transfers. People, at least we have federal government workers. We have people that are traveling from one place to another, and there are people that want to move their household from one country, from one state to another, even within Nigeria.
Okay.
And they bring it to the post. We move them to their destinations, and they receive it over there. So all those things have keep us, moving ahead. And our post office boxes too. It's always been patronized very well. People at their own convenient time, they come to the post office and clear their boxes. Instead of taking these letters to their houses when they will not be inside, and somebody will prefer the letter and know the contents of what they have sent to them. So, it is safer to have post office boxes. You can use it for private. We have people collecting it for private. We have those that have it for businesses, and we have private mail bags for schools, churches, corporate organizations that have more volume. They need the bags instead of the boxes, because those boxes will not contain what they need. So they will subscribe for the PMB bags. So all these, are in existence, and much more. But I don't know, much more. Our postage stamps, the least denomination we use to transact business within this country is 50 naira postage stamps, which is being sold, at the counter, across the counter when we get there. That 50 naira, is very meager for a letter that is moving all the way from Lagos to Maiduguri. How do you say that is 50 naira?
Wow.
Very cheap. And this is because the federal government has subsidized all this. Federal government are standing for Nigerians to enjoy these facilities, because we cannot get that, in the courier companies. The courier companies will charge exactly what is supposed to be and what it will take that letter to move from Lagos to Maiduguri, with that distance. But we still collect 15 naira at the post office. But since the federal government is assisting us, I think people should, make use of that and feel the impact of the federal government existence around them. So we have other denominations like 100 naira and 500 naira, depending on the weight of the item you want to send.
Okay.
Because the least, gram is just 20 grams, and after the 20 grams, the subsequent grams that comes in will be charged.
Okay.
We discovered that in most cases, when those grams, the subsequent 20 grams, when they are being charged, the amount will now increase. And when the amount increases, instead of pasting 50 naira, and it will
just have a whole
cover
lot.
the whole envelope,
Yeah.
then you can now use the 500 or use the 100, as the case may be.
As the case
That
may
is
be.
why those denominations, are on ground, and they are very available at the counter.
Okay.
Then we have our post cash.
Post cash.
Yes, we call it post cash. It's a money transfer business.
Okay.
You want to transfer money from here, from Ibadan, because we are in Ibadan now. You want to transfer money from Ibadan to Kaduna or to Abuja. In most cases, the charges they collect at the post office is at the meager point. It's not as much as that of the bank. It's at a reduced rate. And what you do is just to take your money to the post office. You tell us where the addressee of that particular cash is going, and you call your customer at the other end. Give that customer a TRN number. That TRN number given to the customer will be given to them at the other post office, and it will be collected where you have sent it to, whether Kaduna or Kano,
anywhere
wherever
around Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
Now, let me quickly ask you that. The advent of technology, has it affected the postal service?
The only effect it has is that it reduces the written of letters. The posting of written letters reduce. But the issue of the response from what the text messages are to the post. Why I'm saying this is that when you send a text message, you are asking for something.
Yes.
You need a document. You need an item. That item cannot come through the GSM. Cannot come through the phone. It will be taken through the post office from one end to the other for the person asking for it on that phone to receive it.
Absolutely.
So,
So there's definitely no way you will not still use the post office.
that is it.
Now let's look at today, World Post Day. What is the theme for today's commemoration?
The theme has to do with innovation, integration, and inclusions. They said these are the key drivers for the future of the post.
Innovation, integration, and
Inclusion
inclusion.
are the key drivers for the future of the post.
What does this mean?
This actually means that the post need to go through, innovation of some of the things that they are into. All the businesses, all the products we have, there should be new innovations should be coming to match with the desires of the customers, what the customers need. So that what we need in those days, or the way we operate in those days, should not be the way we are operating now. And when we are talking about, the instrument we use, all the facilities we have on ground, they have to be, moderated. They have to be updated. In those days, we don't make use of this computer system. When you get to our counters, you find computers there. We computerize most of the transactions, at the counters. These are, innovations that are coming in. Then we need to integrate as well. Integration means that, we need to bring in a lot of, things in development of what we have on ground. We cannot remain static. There is no organization that will not want to move forward. And if you are not moving forward, you are just remaining where you are. But it is possible that that organization may go moribund. But that is not the post. And that is why we are coming up with all this. And including everything that we know that, the customers, that will satisfy the desires of all our customers, including as many as possible. And that is why even today, as we are marking the World Post Day, we included the customer forum. We want all our customers to come around and tell us what we have done that is good, and the one that we have not done better, and what they want us, what exactly do they expect from the post. How do we satisfy them? Because customer satisfaction is very, very important.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, ma, for someone who has not used the postal service before, and the person wants to send a mail or a package to somebody, how do I go about it? Do I just come with the package? Is there a process for sending services through the postal?
There is no process at all. It's just coming to the counter. And when you get to the counter, the officers are there. They collect the item from you. They weigh it. They will tell you the amount, that is you are supposed to pay for the posting. Then after that, they will guide you on what you are supposed to write in the front or at the back, so that your item will not get missed. Because in most cases, when we cannot trace an address, that item has to be returned back to sender. If the sender's address is not there, we're missing it. So they will guide you on how to go about sending the packet.
Now, for us to be able to pick up a box at the post office, everybody tends to want to have a box and stuff like that. How do we go about it? Is there a process that we need to do, that we need to go on before we can get a box at the post office?
Yes, when we need the post office box, we need to go to the post office itself and tell the counter staff that you want to collect a post office box. On getting to them, they will give you a form. There's a form you are going to fill personally, and there's a guarantee form that is there, somebody that will guarantee you that you are a good citizen of this country. Then there's an ID card form that will be given to you. And they will not tell you how much you are going to. The forms are free. You don't collect money for the forms, but they will not tell you, ask you, is it private you want to collect or is it business? When you tell them the one that you actually want, they will give you the bill, what you are going to pay by the time you come. And this bill has to do with, when it has to do with private, it is 3,050 naira, for the box. That is what you pay for private box. 3,050 naira.
Right.
Then for the key, they charge you 800 naira. You pay 800 naira for the key. ID card, you'll be charged 500 naira. And being a new renter, you have to collect a postcode directory. That postcode directory has to do with mailing your items. Anytime you want to send your mails, the area that is going, you look at the postcode area and include it, and include the digits for easy movement in the system. Because we sort it through the postcode, we sort our mails through the postcode, we deliver through the postcode. So we have two components there. The delivery component and the dispatch component. They are both in the postcode. So it makes it easier for you to send your mail. And that is why a postcode directly, a booklet, charged 1,785 naira will be given to you. Then they charge you also for VAT. All this, when you total it together, you get 6,285 naira.
Now,
that's for private.
Right in the studio with us this morning, we have the area postal manager of the Nigerian Postal Service right here in the city of Ibadan. Mrs. Ajayi Tai Tayo, she's the area postal manager right here, and she's telling us that, hey, the post office is still in existence. Well, she's still definitely going to tell us much more as they celebrate the Post Service Day. Today is the Post Service Day, right? All right. And the theme for this year is such a magnificent theme. Innovation, integration, and inclusion are the key drivers for the future of the post. So the post services, they still have a magnificent future to go. Yes, Nick? Any other thing?
Yes,
Okay.
I have a question. Yesterday when I got to Nine Post, I saw so many things because I was curious, but I saw a word I was not familiar with, philately.
Okay, philately.
Okay.
Oh, philately.
I don't know what it means, and I'm sure many people don't know what it means.
Madam, what is philately?
Thank you, sir. Philately has to do with the hobby of stamp collection.
Okay.
You know, if you develop a hobby of collecting postage stamps, you know, we discovered that, you know, on postage stamps there are different types of, you know, pictures
Yes.
or
Okay.
events,
Okay.
you know, that you can see on the postage stamps,
Mhm.
and people will read it. It has meaning. It has a historical, you know, background.
Okay.
A lot of people have interest in knowing this, especially those, you know, out of the country, those that are outside the overseas, from
Mhm.
the overseas, because they have their own postage stamp. But the postage stamp of Nigeria, of Africa generally, is very, very significant because of what we have that they don't have there. And you know, we have this on the postage stamps. It expresses a lot. It gives us history of our bank. You know, especially when we talk about commemorative stamp, because we have two types of stamp. We have definitive stamp that
Okay.
used to post letters. We have commemorative stamps. All these stamps carries, you know, a lot of things. The anniversary of Nigeria will be there. You know, those of NAFDAC, you know, they have come to us. You know, FRSC, they have come to us. The legal practitioners, they have postage stamps. We know we produce stamps for all this. And even when universities want to clock, you know, certain years, universities we produce past stamp for them. We call all these postage stamps commemorative.
So definitely,
stamps.
even if Impact Business Radio, by the time we are one next year, we too can come around.
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
okay. Now we
That's-
know this.
that's good, yes.
Definitely.
Okay, ma, since the Nine Post in Ibadan is efficient, are there other states in Nigeria where we have the postal services functioning?
Throughout Nigeria, we have postal services.
Wow.
Throughout the whole countries. And, you know, the widespread we have is, you know, what makes us even to do more, to do better. Because, you know, the courier services where they cannot cover, we cover for them.
Okay.
And because they are not in all the villages that we are actually operating. Within Oyo State that we have up to 34 post offices in
Wow.
Oyo State alone.
Functional.
Functional.
My
Functional 34.
In Nigeria, Uncle. Because
We have places.
as a 1960,
Yes.
We
We are-
had 176 post offices,
as a 1960.
just
So-
all through the country.
Yeah. Now in Ibadan,
Alone?
Only.
in Ibadan or Oyo State.
In Oyo State,
In Oyo State, we
State.
have 30.
34 post offices.
Now in
Yes.
Nigeria, let's just
Functioning.
times 30,
Like
times
lots.
34, 36 states. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Osun has up to 50 post offices.
Dio, did you know this? Oh, he doesn't know this.
Doesn't.
Oh, people, wherever you're listening to us, this is Nigeria's first business radio. We look into business in everything that could make life meaningful for you and I out there. This is IBR 92.5 FM, and we are looking at today being World Post Day. And it's a global event from the United Nations, and we're trying to find out what exactly is World Post Day. What does it look like? What are those things expected of the post services people out there? In the studio with us this morning, we have the area postal manager, Mrs. Ajayi Tayo, and the PRO, Mr. Osuji Emmanuel, with us. Let's go back to the theme and the program for today, the World
Post
Day, which is celebrated all over the world. Now, the theme is a general theme. Obviously, the theme is a general theme. What the theme is here in Nigeria is what it is in the UK, it's in Saudi Arabia, and in China, everywhere around the world. Now, how long, when did the United Nations put this together, that every 9th of October should be regarded as World Post Day? Do we have that? And while we are still trying to get that, the theme, innovation. What's the new, is the the Nigerian Postal Service, are they coming up with a new innovation? Are they coming with a new integration? And are they coming up with a new inclusion, which you actually say they are the key drivers for the future of the post? Are there going to be new innovations at the post services, the post offices now in the nearest future, or it takes effect from now? New innovations, what are those innovations that we should expect as public, Okay, the Universal Postal Union. Okay, you're going to tell us what that means. Okay, let me just first of all take it that the Universal Postal Union, what does that mean? Because obviously I just know what does that mean?
Universal Postal Union,
yes,
is the one that's the umbrella of all postal administrations. We all come together under Universal Postal Administration. That is, it covers Nigeria, other countries in Africa, Asia, everywhere, the whole world. All of us belongs to Universal Postal Union. It's a union that we all belong to.
Now, what do you guys do on a day like this, which is a global day? Do you guys from Saudi Arabia, do they come to Nigeria, or they basically just do what they have to do around their places all around the world?
Each postal administration celebrates its own within its own country.
Within its own country. Is there a period where you guys come together for a particular program?
We come together and celebrate and call our customers along and deliberate on issues affecting them and work how to move the post forward.
Moving the post forward. But I still feel that I just wish we could just open the phone line, but time is not our friend, and I know you're such a very busy woman today. Today's your day, and you really have to go all out today. Now, before we go, the business side of the post office, just as I just told you, we are a business station, and we look into business, anything, and even if we can catch the air, the breeze, we'll look at the business angle for the breeze and with the breeze. Do we have a business angle that the post service, the post office, that they come up with anything or from the business angle?
Yes, we have a marketing department, and that department is for business.
Okay.
All people that are in a business line comes to the department and negotiate on how to go about their products, because each and every one of us, we have our products to sell.
Definitely.
So the products that you want NIPOST to sell, you take it to the department, and then you now negotiate on how much you want to sell it to the public, how much will be the commission for the post, for Nigerian Postal Service, let me put it that way. Then after that, we must have sold your items, your either forms or books, at times, whatever, when you come, but not liquid anyway. We don't I don't want anything that will soil our letters.
Great.
So after the whole negotiation, each party will have its own, and a lot of people have their agency forms and they have agency services, under the marketing department. We sell them through the counters. The public comes and pick on them, and some people will want to advertise through our letter boxes. They bring in flyers, we sort them into boxes. So when the owner of the box comes, they bring it out and then they see the flyers. So people come with flyers of advert of their products and whatnot.
So definitely
we sort for them into the boxes and PMBs.
Oh,
as well. Yes.
Okay. So there are businesses, and lots of businesses one could do with the post, the night post. Wow. Now, before we allow you to go, one last word for the public there. Tell us, people out there are listening to us, but people are still, some of us are not too convinced that if I have to send a letter to my brother in Lagos, it's going to take a whole, maybe 1 week or thereabout. How long does this take? Even if I have to, let's look at just our next door neighbor, Osun State. If I have to send a letter from Ibadan to Osun State, how long will will it be delivered to them there?
It should not be more than 24 hours. But when it exceeds, we have 48 hours and a maximum of 72 hours. Maximum of 72 hours.
That's not too bad.
Maximum.
Is that to, you made mention of Osun State. What of places like Port Harcourt?
Throughout Nigeria,
Okay.
we are operating on maximum of 72 hours. That's 3 days.
Oh my goodness. That's really good.
Not bad.
The post services are still in existence. All right, then. Mrs. Ajayi, one last word for the public out there. One last word, what will you tell the masses, the public, about the post service and today being World
Post Day?
Your last parting words for them here.
Thank you very much. I want to congratulate each and every one of us and thank God that has made us to see today. You know, today is World Post Day, 9th of October, 2015. All the years we have been celebrating on this day, and we expect customers to come around and rejoice with us. That is very, very important. Today is a glorious day, and I want to just encourage all our customers out there that when they are sending their items, when they know that it's a priority mail, they should register the item. That registration will make the item they have sent to be intact, so that it will not be diverted, because ordinary mails have no priority. We don't place priority on ordinary mails. I've said it once that it's just 50 naira, and because of that 50 naira, it is cheap. A lot of mails will go through that ordinary. But when you register it, it will be treated as special. It will be treated as special, and if at all it is not delivered, that is when we return it back to sender. Ordinary letters we don't return back to senders, because it has no priority. That's the way we look at it. So let us register our mails. Let us use the courier arms, which we call the EMS, Speed Post. They are the courier arms of Nigerian Postal Service. It is better for us. It's safer for us. It is NIPOST that's operating it, and it's at a cheaper rate compared to the other courier companies. We have a courier arms too.
Okay. It's been nice talking to the area postal manager, Mrs. Ajayi Tayo, and also supported by the public relations officer, Mr. Osuji Emmanuel. Thank you very much, madam, for coming.
Thank you,
and
sir.
we wish you the very best today as you celebrate your day.
Yes,
and we wish that by God's special grace, sometime next year again, when you're celebrating another edition, we will have cause to always call on you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.